Coach, can you speak on maybe the status of Matthew Copper and what you saw there?
It's too soon to know. It was a knee hit, so we'll see. We'll see how he goes into the night. I think he's out for tomorrow, but hopefully it's not long term. But it's just it just keeps on coming, right? But we got to find a way to get through it, and we will. And I know our guys will step up. It's next man up.
Coach, 3 numbers for you: 64 shots attempted, 41 on net, and 17 saves for TJ. Your thoughts on those 3 numbers?
Yeah, I mean that's what you want to see, right? I mean it's been a bit, but I thought it was a pretty dominating effort from our guys. It was the first half of the game was kind of going the way it has been offensively, and just couldn't find the back of the net, and then we got a nice ugly, just kind of old-fashioned, goal with Dylan getting it off his tape and on a pad and Ty driving to the net. So that's usually how it starts. You got to earn your puck luck, and you got to earn your goals when you're struggling to score. And tonight we did that.
What did you see out of the Jacksons tonight, the both of them?
That got them going. I thought prior to that goal they were just playing okay, but that really got them going. And then obviously, you saw how talented, a kid like Dylan is on that last goal. It was a hell of a goal. It was probably one of the prettiest goals he scored all year.
Coach, you talked last Friday about kind of puck luck, and then when it comes, it's going to come in waves. Is this finally the spark your team needed to kind of get going?
We hope so. I mean, it's a good win. I'm really proud of our guys. It was a tough 4-game stretch. When you lose 4 straight in college hockey, it literally feels like 14 straight.
Yeah.
So it was all about changing the mindset this week and the approach and just making sure these guys showed up and had fun. I mean, they're playing the game they love in the best facility in college hockey at Arizona State, and they need to do it with smiles on their faces. So tonight they did that. All week they did that, and it translated. And now we just got to keep going. You got to play like you want to win, not like you need to win. And that was really the mantra going into tonight is, if you play like you want to win, then you can go out there and go take it, and you play free, and you're playing to win. Play like you need to win, you're playing not to lose, right? When you play not to lose, you lose 4 straight. So hopefully we can do that for 11 more games. We reset it. It was a 12-game season starting tonight. We're 1-0, and now we got to go in tomorrow.
Coach, you mentioned last weekend that you thought TJ had an off weekend. Now, granted, only 17 shots on him tonight, but he did make some flashy saves. What did you see from him?
He was in control. That's when he's at his best. He's in control, he was really good. When he needed to be, he was really good. He made one circus save to keep it 0-0 there in the second, and our guys really settled in after that. So he was great. It's his 5th shutout. It's pretty impressive.
2 points for Como tonight on the back end. What do you think of his play?
Speaks for himself. He's pretty good back there, we just had a feeling he would be, and we don't know how many guys that can pound a puck like that. That was a really impressive shot, and it was a good night for Como. We're proud of him. He's a program guy. He's a founding father of our program in every way. He was one of the first 2 draft picks to ever commit to ASU, and to be as selfless, to go back in his senior year when we need help on the back end, and go back and then play this well when he's never done it before. It's just this, it's how his career should end. He's a selfless kid, and he loves his program, and we love him.
That being said, any update on Tim Lovell?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, right now, we're probably expecting him to be out through Alaska, and then we have a bye week, and then hopefully we get him back for the last 6 games. That's what we're hoping.
To talk a little bit more about the Jacksons, I mean, we've seen them primarily with Brian Alexander on that second line, tonight with Lucas down there on the third line. Does it just seem like you can plug the 2 of them anywhere with any other players a wing?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I mean, Ty can play down the middle. He can play on the wing. That line's generating a lot for us. I mean, Lucas almost popped one there at the end. So they're 3 very gifted players. They're very skilled. They're dynamic. And when they're buzzing and they're moving their feet and they're heavy on their sticks and they're doing what they need to do, they're a handful for anybody.
Coach, by the end of the power play goal, 1 for 4 tonight, and power play has been a kind of up and down as of late. Able to get something going there with that one tonight?
It's just huge. I mean, we worked on it all week, and it probably couldn't have started any uglier than it did. And I think the guys were just frustrated. We were frustrated. We like the last half of that 5 minute, I just sent the fourth line out, you know, and it was a message, and all they did was get pucks to the point and get pucks to the net, and generated a bunch of chances, and for them to go out and seal the game and get us a big goal to get the separation we needed was huge, and hopefully that gets them going and gets their confidence up.
Thank you, Coach.
Last question.
Do you, 3-0 now in the Vegas jerseys, if you're trying to make a run, are you considering bringing those back out more often?
I think you can count on us wearing those tomorrow night.
Como feel like a relief tonight with a 4-0 shutout?
Oh, yes. It's good to get out of that slump, get a win on the board. It's huge, so yes.
Talk about your night tonight, playing a different spot and doing some different things out there.
It's a new experience for me, but just taking it with a grain of salt and doing everything I can to help the team win. But it was a really good team win by everyone that was out there tonight, so that's what matters the most.
Dylan, goal scorer's goal for you tonight, a little toe drag, and you get open and find the top corner.
Yeah. I got a nice drop pass there, and I just saw the opportunity to drag it a little bit around the defender blocking it, and just thought I'd throw it on net. So.
What's that like when you guys have been struggling to get pucks to the net, either defenders blocking them or you're missing the net, and all of a sudden you find yourself open like that?
It feels good. I mean, I think we've been working on it in practice, everyone on the team, trying to get pucks through. So, yeah, when you work on something and it pays off, it feels good.
What allowed the offense to kind of open up a little bit there in the third? They had 9 block shots at the end of the first period. It just seems like more pucks were clearly on net, in that final period.
Yeah, I thought we wore them down a little bit, so maybe they're a little bit more tired in the third period, and that allowed us to get some more shots through.
And Como, for you, Coach Power just described you as a founding father of the program and a guy that is so selfless to go back senior year and play back at the point and do a great job. What do you see from yourself in your final year here, and how you've been able to help the team pretty much anywhere that's needed?
Just from day one, when you fall in love with a program, you want to see it succeed. That's what the guys before me here did, and that's what I've wanted to do ever since I've been here. So when he texted me about it, something I was willing to do. It's been paying off. I've kind of actually enjoyed it, and now it's paying off on the scoreboard. But no, just the biggest thing we preach here is you want to leave the program better than you found it, and I know we want to end the season on a high note, get above 500, and end on a high note, and if playing defense is what's going to help that, then I'll do it. So.
Both you, Coach, had mentioned last week you guys get 1 and it'll kind of come in waves to get 4 tonight. Is that the spot you guys need?
Yeah, no, I think so. Obviously, we've been struggling a little bit to score, so yeah, I think just getting 1 helps us out a lot. And, we're not gripping our stick as tight once we start getting the goals. So, yeah, I think it feels good to get 1 and just build off of it.
You could see the reaction on the bench after that first goal. It's just like everyone's in, everyone's bought into it, and seeing them score that first one was just a relief. We got it, now let's keep going. That's all it takes.
So when you hear about, playing with siblings, kind of having that sixth sense about knowing where each other are going to be on ice, would you say you have that with your brother?
Yeah, I think it just comes with chemistry from playing with him my whole life. So, yeah, I think that's the reason why. Yeah.
And specifically about your line out there with Ty, we've seen now tonight Lucas being down there with you guys, Ryan Alexander's been in the middle of you guys. Does it just seem like, whoever is the third guy with you out there, it just seems like you guys have the best chemistry out there?
Obviously it helps when you play with someone for so long, so I think just having that one guy that you have the chemistry with, and obviously we have a lot of really good players here, so, it doesn't really matter who we're playing with. I think, they all bring different things to the table, and yeah, so pretty much just having that chemistry with the same person and building off another player who has different abilities.
Como, Coach talked about resetting and playing a 12-game season really right now. How does that work in the locker room? Are you able to convince the guys that, hey, this is an opportunity to go 12-0?
You never want to quit on a season. So no matter where we're at in the standings, now it's just taking one game at a time. Tonight was the start of it. We're 1-0, and now when we leave the rink tonight, we got to focus on tomorrow, get another win tomorrow, and then just see where it goes. But yeah, that's the only way you can really look at it. Like I said, you want to end the season on a high note, and hopefully going 12-0 will do that. So.
Coach mentioned earlier that it seems like the Vegas jerseys are going to be worn tomorrow as well. Is there just something about putting those things on that get you guys going a different way?
Seems like it.
There's a lot of superstitions in hockey, but yeah, we like wearing them.
anything else?
Like for both of you, you two were the 2 out of the 3 stars, and TJ Sentenfelter was obviously the third. What did you think of your guys' performance and TJ's as well?
I mean, TJ's been great for us all year. He's an unbelievable goalie. I think getting him that shutout was a big thing for him. You know, we owe him. He's stood strong the whole season, and we've kind of let him down here and there. And getting him that shutout was big for him. But you know, for us, you know, we just do everything we can to help the team win, and that's what we were looking for tonight, and we got that. So definitely a good thing.
Yeah, like what he said, we're just doing what we can to help the team win, and sometimes you get the bounces and it pays off. So. Yeah.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Getting back in the win column, what was kind of the vibe like in the locker room now that you got that 4-game losing streak behind you? You're back in the win column and go look for another one. What's the mindset like now?
It felt good. You know, it's just like it's just a little relief. You know, I've been working hard. Team's been sticking with it. No one's gotten too negative about it. You know, it's hard. It's hard when you are losing games, and it feels so good to win. But the best part about it is that you move on, and now we got to go win tomorrow. So, sorry.
Thank you.
We've talked to Coach a lot about how the power play has been in a funk, but I don't think we've talked enough about the penalty kill. I mean, coming in tonight at 85% and then, you know, going perfect again on it today. What has been the key to that unit's success on the other side of special teams?
It's just guys being bought into doing their job. You know, the kill's been good all year. Takes hard work and a heart to go out there and block shots and do what's necessary to get the kill. And every guy that's out there, every time we're killing a penalty, does that. So
Definitely helps bring energy for the other guys on the bench too for the next couple of shifts. Yeah.